Hi everyone, welcome to the second instalment of the Colours of the Rainbow challenge, which is basically a little play around with makeup on camera that I'm doing with Leah and Claire, two other YouTubers. I'll link their channels down below, and in case you missed the first one, I will also pop a link somewhere on the screen now, around about now, to that video. But essentially, every other week we're going to upload a video doing our take on one colour from the Colours of the Rainbow. So last week we did red. I played it very safe. I went for a summery red lip with a very simple eye look. So today's colour is yellow, and I am going to be much more adventurous in the whole vein of the challenge in the first place. Just going to see how this turns out. I've got something in my mind that I'm going to do. Basically, it's going to be a yellow eyeshadow look. So last week's video was definitely a very wearable look. This week is probably going to be something just for fun, but I'm quite excited to see how it turns out. I have already put on a little bit of foundation and done my eyebrows. I'll probably do that every time because, to be honest, that's the main thing that's not going to change. But I'll show you the products I've used. I've used the Illamasqua Skin Base foundation. I am shade SB06 in this foundation. I don't think I've ever talked about this on my channel before, but I've had this for about, I've had it since last October, so however many months that is. And I'm really on the fence about it. Sorry, I think I've got something stuck in my mouth. It's really annoying me. There we go. Anyway, I'm really on the fence about it. I was privileged enough to be asked to do my friend's makeup for her wedding, and I used this on her because the thing I love about it is it's so light and buildable, and it really looks good on camera, but I do find it looks better on in a photo than it does in real life. So what I use it for sort of depends on what I'm doing and where I'm going and if I'm going to be photographed much. But it is a lovely foundation overall, but it is quite expensive. But anyway, that's a bit of a long-winded explanation of that. I've also done my eyebrows, and again, I didn't bring the eyebrow product that I use, but I use the W7 brow bar, which I've talked about loads, so no need for me to go on about that too much. I'll zoom you in again because I'm going to start with my eyes. So because I'm using a yellow eyeshadow, I want it to really show up, so I'm going to put something white on as a base, and this is the Rimmel Scandalise Crayon eyeshadow stick, and it's in number 001 Witness White. I'm just going to put it all over the main part of my lids. Hopefully it's going to do what I want it to do, which is make the yellow stand out more. Whilst that's drying, I'm going to do highlighting under the eyebrows. I'm actually using 3 different palettes today for this, just to find the shades I want. So for the highlight, I'm going to use the Go to the City palette from Makeup Revolution, and I'm actually going to use the big highlight shade in the middle, and I'm going to stick that under, well, not stick it, I'm just going to use a flat eyeshadow brush to put that under the eyebrows and in the inner corner. This eyeshadow stick from Rimmel, I bought it for a makeup look that I did on my channel ages ago. It must be about a year ago. Haven't used it since, so I can't give you too much of a review on it, but it does go on quite opaque, so I'm hoping it's going to be good to go underneath a bright colour. I'm not worried about fallout too much on the eye look because I haven't done my concealer yet, so I can tidy it up afterwards. Right, here comes the moment of truth because I need to put on the yellow eyeshadow now. So this is a palette that I've shown you before on this channel. It's one I made up myself. I bought this off of eBay or Amazon, I can't quite remember now, but I featured it in a favourite, so I can link that. And these are just some eyeshadows that I decanted from this Christmas set that I got. It was actually from Boots, and it was a Strictly Come Dancing like makeup case with all these different eyeshadows in. There was more than this, but a lot of them actually broke when I tried to decant them. So I don't know what the brand is, but I'm going to use this yellow shade in here, hoping that it's going to come out as pigmented as it looks. Just going to use a flat eyeshadow brush for that. Oh, it is quite pigmented. Going to need a couple of layers of it though, I reckon. Wow, that's definitely yellow. If you're thinking it's looking awful, Don't worry, so do I. I plan to add brown and purples and blend it all to make it a bit more of a smoky look. It's still not something I would necessarily wear, but to make it look less clowny. So I'm going to put a brown colour now. This is the I Heart Makeup, I Am Naked palette, and I'm going to use this matte brown here in the crease. I'm going to use quite a fluffy brush for that. This is a Crown one. So hopefully once I add brown into the crease, and I'm going to add some purple, don't panic, I think it's going to look alright. So I'm going to blend this one in the crease but take it quite far out. I'm going to add quite a lot of layers just to really soften up the yellow. This is where I think, well not this is where, but this eyeshadow look demonstrates, I think, how important the type of brushes you use is. Because without blending, this look would look awful, and you really need well I think you do, a decent blending brush. And I don't even mean to spend lots of money. This is one from Crown, which you can get online, and they're really, well, affordable I think. Okay, I know it still looks bad, don't panic. I'm not panicking. So the last shade I'm going to use is from the same Makeup Revolution palette. Where is it? I'm going to use this purple shade here, and I'm going to get a pencil brush, I think. So I'm going to put this just to darken up the outer corner. Oh, my under eyes are really shiny. Haven't put any concealer on. So I'm going to darken up the outer corner with this, and then blend it all again. So I'm looking a bit stripy at the moment, so I'm going to blend it all out again with the same fluffy brush, and hopefully it will start to look a bit better. Okay. I am going to do some more stuff under the eyes, but I need to put concealer on first. So today I'm going to use one of my favourite concealers. It's the Maybelline, you can see it's one of my favourites, well used and much loved, Maybelline Eye Eraser. It's got some other long massive name, but I just call it the Eye Eraser. I do just wish they did it in a lighter colour. This is the lightest colour they do, which is okay for my skin, but I think they could do with going one shade lighter. And to set under the eyes, I'm going to use the e.l.f. HD powder. This is a loose powder, so really messy, but I do like it, especially again for photos, if you're going to be having a photo taken or being on camera. I'm going to use it under my eyes first and then use it all over the face as well. So what I'm going to do now is go back with the yellow and put it under the eye line in the inner corner. With the brown across to meet it. And then with the pencil brush again, just a little bit of the purple. Now if you're looking at this makeup look, you're probably thinking, right, dramatic eyeshadow, that calls for just one more thing. A winged eyeliner, and I agree, this look needs a winged eyeliner, so I'm going to attempt it. Which makes me very nervous because I cannot do it to save my life. Well, no, I tell a lie. I have achieved it a few times now with practice, but that's not on camera. So let's see what happens. I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Awesome Double Flick Liquid Eyeliner. It's got a slightly fatter end on one side, oops, and a slightly thinner end on the other side. So I'm going to go in with the thin end. We're just going to have to see what happens. line done. I find I've got, I don't know if it's my age, but my eyelids are really crepey, and I find that makes it difficult to do a wing eyeliner. You are going to think this is far too much of a convenient mishap, but my battery ran out. So as I was doing my eyeliner, you completely cut off from me. So I took the opportunity to do my eyeliner and my mascara whilst my camera charged. So I did manage a wing. Don't look too closely because I don't feel it's the best one, but I do think it goes with the eye look. And I use this mascara. It's the Makeup Revolution Viper Mascara. I don't think I've spoken about it on my channel, but I've posted about it on Instagram because it's actually a really decent mascara. No, I did mention it. I mentioned it in a haul, I think. But anyway, it's a decent mascara for length and volume and curling at the same time. I think it gives a really dramatic, really, really deep black lash. So I thought it was perfect to go with this look. So let's move on to some more face things. You're probably thinking, really dramatic eye, perhaps she's going to go a bit more low-key on the face and lips. But no, I'm just going to go all out. I'm going to do my version of contouring because I don't think I'm very good at it, and I'm going to use the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder. The reason I'm using this is because I haven't got much use out of it. I wanted it for ages, I really lusted after it, and I got it for Christmas, or my birthday, Christmas actually. But I didn't use it very much after that because I actually prefer the Benefit Hoola, but I thought let me give it a go today. I'm actually going to use the Real Techniques brush for this, Expert Face Brush. I'm going to place the powder first before I blend it, so don't panic, I will be doing some blending. Whoa, that went a bit too far down, never mind. You do need a light touch with this, defo. Just blend that out a bit. May as well do my nose as well. I'm going to do a bit of highlighting with this Clinique Airbrush Concealer. I think this is one of my most underused products, to be honest, because I had it as one of my absolute favourites for a long time, even before I started doing YouTube. And where I got so much more makeup just in the process of blogging and YouTube, it kind of went to the back of my stash, but I actually really like it as a highlighting concealer. It's really easy to blend as well, and it comes in so many different colours to the point that even as a pretty fair skinned person, I've got plenty of shades to choose from. Don't know how dark it goes, to be honest. I don't think Clinique is known for having a really good shade range at the darker end of the scale. I'm going to add a bit more highlight with this purpley shade from the Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush Palette in Sugar and Spice with a setting brush. And I'm going to add quite a deep pink blush. You're probably thinking all these colours are going to look awful, but I'm just trying things out. It's this one from the palette, the deepest pink one. But you don't need much. Oh my god. I was going to say you don't need much of this, and she promptly puts on absolutely loads. Right, I've blended that as much as I can. I'm actually looking really red on camera, much more so than I am in real life, so hopefully it will all start to come together when I zoom out a bit. So, as I said, I'm going to keep it bold for the whole look, so I'm going to go with a pink lip as well, and I'm going to use the Rimmel, no, this is Barry M lip liner in, I don't think Barry M are known for having names, number 12 this is, and a MAC lipstick, Where Have You Gone? Candy Yum Yum, it's one of their matte shades, really, really, really bright pink. So what do you reckon? I always ask questions like that as if you're going to be able to answer me. Let me know in the comments what you think. It turned out a lot better than it could have done. I know to a lot of people this is going to look like crazy. It totally depends on how much makeup you normally wear and whether you like to play with colour a lot. I said that the eye look probably isn't wearable, but having tried it out, I do think I would wear this out on a night out, but not perhaps with the bright pink cheeks and bright pink lips as well. But this is the whole point of this tag. It is allowing us to get creative with makeup, get through some of our stash, use a lot more of it than we normally would. And as Leah said in her video last week, or the week before now in the first one, if you want to join in with it, then that would be amazing. So if you want to upload your own video of Rainbow Week or your rainbow colour, or if you want to post a picture on Instagram, do make sure you tag us in an Instagram picture. We leave all our social media links in our channels, and obviously the other girls' videos will be linked down below as well. But if you're brand new, if you've come over from Leah or Claire's channel, then thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe whilst you're here and hit the like button. Next time we will be doing red, yellow, pink, isn't it? Yeah. So that's probably going to be a bit less dramatic than the yellow look that I've done today, but I hope you've enjoyed it and I'll see you next time. Bye.